welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Everyone is here, and if you're new here, I hope that you like what you see and subscribe and be part of the family. So, as you can see from the title of the video, today is another story time. My mom kicked me out of my father's house. Imagine. So this happened in December 2016. December 2016. I don't know where I was going to, I don't remember, but I met up with this guy. Okay, I think I'm gonna use real names because they didn't do any fault in this video. I was the one at fault. So I met DJ, ne? You're gonna understand why I'm saying DJ. So I met DJ. When I met DJ, and then he asked for my number. So when he asked for my number, I'm like, okay, cool, he's my homeboy, it's fine. So let me give him the number. So I gave him my number, and then I think after 3 days, he texted me on WhatsApp. He's like, hey, twin. We call each other twin because we share the same birthday. So it's like, hey, twin, I'm working on a project. He's a DJ, that's why I'm saying DJ. So he said that I'm working on a project and I heard that you can sing. You're a vocalist. And I'm like, yeah, sure. wasn't really sure, but I was like, yeah, cool. Yeah, I am. And then he asked to collaborate with me on his new song. Like he wanted to release a song. And then I'm like, okay, cool, let's work it out, Devon. So he sent me the beats. But when I listened to the beats, I listened, and then I wrote down my own lyrics. I sent him a voice note while singing, and then it was like, dope, fine, this is fine. Okay, cool. And then comes 2017. I don't remember when. I think it was around, like, okay, let me just say after a couple of months, right? We recorded that single and everything was okay. So just because that guy, he's DJ, he's a social media guru, sort of, I don't know. So like he was pushing that single, that guys, the single is about to be released, and it got released around September. So before that, was just alerting people that be ready for this single, like, and then he made people listen to a small snippet of the video, of the song. So people liked it and they were like, yo, we can't wait for the full song to be released. So the very same day it got released, some guy contacted DJ and then was like, you know what, I've heard of this song that is going around that is about to be released. So I want you guys to come and perform the song. Today's gonna be lit. You guys come over, bring your people. So if you guys know, we went to Goloza. Those who know, those who are from Bungeni side know. So we went to Goloza, right? We went to perform there. So before we went there, there's this other guy. Okay, he was sort of like our manager. Yeah, let me just put it that way. So I'm gonna call him manager. So our manager, right? Our manager asked us that, okay, since you guys are going to perform today, so this is a big day for you because the song just got released. It got released at 12 p.m. It got released at 12 p.m. and then we were supposed to go and perform around 11 p.m. around there, I'm not sure, but it was late at night. So our manager said that, do you guys have transport? Then DJ said, yeah, we're gonna go there with my car. And then he asked, how many are you guys? Because it was DJ, it was Timothy, the guy who plays the guitar, a lot of people know him, and then it was me, and a few of our friends, I think. So yeah, so we told him that, and then he said, you know what, this is your first big deal, so you can't go there. And they come over Y1. Okay, cool. So he called his brothers. They drive M4s. Is it M4? BMW M4s, yeah. It was 3 cars, 3 BMW M4s. So what had happened was, there was a smaller car. Like, guys, it was sort of like a convoy. Guys, I swear to God, that day I was feeling myself. That day I was feeling myself. So it was sort of like a convoy. So amahlweni akurange movha lontsongo, and then kuta BM, kuta BM, because there are 3 BMWs, and then kuta timovha tin'wanyana, like the other guys. Guys, I don't even know where those guys come from, but they just came and joined our convoy. Like, our manager knew a lot of people, so it was like, you guys need to come and support these people. Yeah. So we're on our way to Goloza right now. So we go there. DJ is in the car, is in the BMW, the first BMW. I'm in the BMW in the middle, and then Timothy is in the BMW at the back, and then comes the other cars at the back. So it was like sort of like a convoy. You guys, I was feeling myself. You guys don't understand. Like, that day was the biggest day of my life. I was like, you know what? I'm the girl that I think I am. So I told them at home that there's a single coming up and we're going to perform, so they were fine with it. Right, okay, sharp. So we arrived at Goloza. Went to Goloza, arrived there around, I think it was around 10 or 12, 10 or 11. I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure of the time, but it was after 9. That's one thing for sure. It was after 9. We arrived there, and then before I started performing, DJ and Timothy went to perform. They were performing their things. I don't know. The other one was playing the guitar. The other one was sort of like DJing. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. And guys, mind you, this is an outside stage, not like inside the hall or anything. It's like an outside stage with crowds of people. Like, guys, it was so packed. Yo, it was so packed. I'm like, am I going to do this? Because one thing about me, I have stage fright. That's one thing for sure. So I'm like, am I going to do this? Like, am I ready for this? But I was like, you know what? We're here already, so we're about to kill this thing. Guys, that time I'm wearing my heels, jeans, jacket nyana, and a jersey because it was very cold. Okay, sorted. So, after they finished performing, right? Our manager came to the car. When he came to the car, he's like, you're about to perform in 8 minutes. So, the cars that we came in, they were packed backstage. Yeah, everyone was backstage. And it was like pretty dark. It was very, very dark. The lights were where the crowd was. And then I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, yo, I'm about to perform. What do I do? I drank water. Guys, I was so nervous that day. But then I'm like, you know what? We have to kill this thing. So we went on stage and then I performed. It was nice. It was quite an experience that I really enjoyed. I think I'm gonna find videos or pictures of that day. Yeah, I will try to insert them somewhere. It was so fulfilling. I'm like, is this a dream come true? What is happening? Because my entire life I've always been that girl who loves to sing. Like, everywhere where there's singing, count me in. I'm there. I'm just there in jail, voluntarily, or you're paying me or whatever. I'm there. I just love singing. So we killed that thing. and then after that we had to go back home. So Pela, right now I'm in the celebrity mode. Now I'm a celebrity on WhatsApp, on Facebook, everywhere. It's our single, you know, it's like circulating. We were like the top news of the town. So I a week passed by. Then a week passed by, and then the guy who owns Goloza, he gave us a call and said we should come back and perform. So this time around we're performing indoors. So we went there, we performed. It was nice, you know, it was vibes, it was nice. And then after that we went back home. So there's this other day, like right now I was at that time now, like at that time I was used to hanging out with them, you know, like I used to hang out with them a lot, like a lot more frequently, because like right now we're all doing music, you know, everything is nice, guys. The song was on iTunes, Spotify. A few weeks passed by, right? So I've been hanging out with them more often, you know, and all that. So I got too comfortable where one day I left home without telling my mom that I'm going to hang out with them. So, because every time I was with them, I would tell my mom, and my mom didn't have any problem because yeah, she really supports me when it comes to music and stuff. Like every time I hang out with them, I used to tell my mom that, "Ma, I'll be going out with DJ and Timothy," and then she'll be like, "I okay, fine." Because obviously she'll be thinking, okay, they're probably making music, you know, more hits and all that, so she didn't have a problem with it. So this one day I made a mistake. You're the biggest mistake of my life. So okay, not necessarily that day, but like I would hang out with them during the day and then go back home early and all that. So that day I didn't tell her, Worry, I'll be hanging out with them, and I just left in gym. I left with two of my friends. We went to the Lapa, La Lapeni, you know the place. We went to the Lapa and then we ate. After eating, so we had to go at our manager's place, like near the, like not really at his house, but near his house. I think it was like five guys. At first it was two guys. It was our manager and DJ. Timothy wasn't there that day, and then there were three of their friends. They came, so they came there, and then it was three of us, so it was like 5 plus 3, which is 8. So they came there, and then they started drinking alcohol and all that, but we're like, you know, we're playing games, and it was fun, it was nice, it was vibes. We were chilling, they were playing snooker. You know, guys with snooker, with the snooker and alcohol, they're sorted. So we're sitting there, we as girls were sitting like by our own, right? We're watching TV. So they were behind us playing snooker, drinking alcohol. Like, yeah, it was like a chill day. So right now I'm looking at the time. So I'm looking at the time. It's around 6:30. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna leave around past 7. It was 10 minutes to, and then 9 o'clock. I'm like, twin, we have to leave, it's getting late. And like, guys, those guys were drinking, they couldn't stop drinking, they were drinking alcohol, like they were drinking. And right now I'm scared, like, okay, so they're getting drunk and we have to go home. So but I drive is like, I okay cool. So I tell him like, hey twin, I need to go, like I really need to go. So I'm telling him, Muri, my mom is calling me, I need to go. So then they're like, "Ish, okay, we have to make a plan that you go." So they were trying to call people, hey, can you please come, you have to come take these people because we're too drunk to drive them. And Velamin, I wouldn't allow for them to drive us. So like people weren't really like onto that, so no one came. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, guys, I haven't told my mom, and my friends are worried. Pela, even them, they didn't tell them at home because I get it was like, okay, it's a chill day, so we're just gonna go out, hang out, and then come back. because our initial plan was to go at the lapa and eat, hang out, and then everyone goes back home. But we ended up there and it was vibe. It was really nice, but right now it's like 11 o'clock. So right now it's time to sleep, and I'm so worried, guys. I was so worried that my poor mother, what's gonna happen? But then at the back of my mind, I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. I can't let these guys drive me this late at night, and they were so drunk. So I woke up in the morning. So guys, that day I woke up very early. Those who know me know that I usually wake up around 10. That day I woke up around past 6. I woke up and then I was trying to wake my friends up. That guys, please wake up. I have to come up with a story when I get back at home. So my friends were like, "Hi, when I telanyana, like we'll wake up later on." Guys, I couldn't sleep. An hour passed, then 2 hours passed. Now it's like past 8. Then I hear my phone. Tweet tweet. Yo. Yo. I was so terrified. Ndoba ndochuwa. Anichuini. Maswitonira anichuini. It was a message from my mom. I opened the message. Aibo, why am I burping so much? So I opened the message, right? And when I opened the message, it says, "What you're doing is very disrespectful. Your father and I didn't raise you that way. We don't know where you got that from. Like, we're disappointed and all that." And then the last part said, don't ever come back to my house unless you have someone to talk on your behalf and tell us where you were the entire night. Hey. Guys, and then I'm like, guys, that time I'm sweating. Guys, I was sweating my parts off. Like, I was sweating. So I tell Twin, I'm like, "Hey DJ, can you please call Timothy and explain to him?" And then it's like, we should have thought of him all along. Okay, we'll call him. When we call him, he picks up. We ask him, "Hey, are you busy?" It's like, "No, what's up? What's wrong, you guys?" So DJ explains the story. It's like, "Hey, Eda's mom is angry. She's super angry, and we have to go to her place to her rescue, or else she's not gonna enter that house." Okay. So we arrive at my parents' house. So when we arrive there, Pella, Mina, I'm more scared of my dad than my mom. Because I was like, what is that guy gonna do to me? Because if he slaps me, I'm dead. Like, I was gonna die. With just a slap, I was going to die. So guys, I'm so terrified. So we parked. They parked the cars by the gate there. There were 2 cars. So what I did was I went to the dining room. I took chairs. I put the chairs outside by the green grass there. Yeah, by the garden. Oh, by the garden. Hi, green grass, by the garden. So I took the chairs out. So I told my younger brother to go call my mom. So she came. Then when she came, I'm like, so I greeted her. She looked at me as if I was, I don't know, like, have you ever been disgusted by something? Like, she was looking at me like that, like, I'm disgusted. So I tell her that there are visitors outside. In my heart, I'm praying that my dad mustn't miraculously come back home. I'm just praying that my dad shouldn't come back home. They started talking. Guys, Nere Timothy, I come money lying. I hope my mom doesn't see this. I hope she doesn't see this. So One, two, three. I hear my mom is laughing. Heaven, this woman is laughing. What happened? So I went by the window, right? So I went to the window to listen to what they're saying. So Kanti Timothy's dad is a pastor, and he is pastoring a church where my mom goes to, but like it's different branches. So it's like, oh, one of this is one man, what. So like the conversation was like heated and they were laughing. But guys, in my heart, I'm like, thank God. Thank God they rescued me. Thank God my dad is not around. Thank God I'm no longer in trouble. Yeah, so that's the end of my story time. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, share this video to as many people as you can, guys. It doesn't cost a cent. Just subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.